Hello, my name is Violet Nwokea Wade. Welcome to Nwokea Podcast. Today we will be talking about one of my favorite words, vulnerability. Vulnerability is another word that I love so much because it allows me to be myself. It allows me to show the part of me that people do not know. I know that a lot of people are not comfortable with this word because most people do not want to show their side, the side of them that other people are not already aware of. And a lot of people think that vulnerability makes them weak. But in my experience, I found out that vulnerability allows me to actually be myself, be able to take the control of who I am into my own hands, and be able to share my story in my own way, in my own words. Vulnerability allows me to be just who I am. It also allows me to be able to share my gift the authentic way without being confined in the space of convenience. Because when we want to do things when it's convenient for us, we are not able to actually be our authentic self. Being discomfortable or uncomfortable make people to not be themselves. So vulnerability to a lot of people make them to be uncomfortable. And it also make people to kind of live a life that is not authentic. So vulnerability is a word that I, with other words that I do like, is a word that actually allow us to share our gift on our own terms. It also allow us to be able to create our own path, because a lot of times we think that we have to walk in other people's shadow, in the sense of if people are doing things and it's acceptable, then we have to do the same thing. But what vulnerability allows me to do is to be able to see myself not in one dimensional, but to see myself that I'm created being that is multifaceted. I'm multifaceted. That it allows me to be able to share the things that comes into my space, into my being, without being worried how I will be perceived in the sense of being judged or not good enough. So I love the word of vulnerability. It also allows me to be able to share a part of me that most people have no idea. Because most of the time we are walking, when we are existing, we are actually existing in the space where people have already formed opinion of who we are. Maybe by the way we look, maybe by the way we dress, maybe by the way we speak, or even the jobs we do. So a lot of times people do not really know our true selves. So to me, vulnerability is one of my favorite, because when I'm vulnerable, I'm my true self. And it allows me to be that person that I feel that I'm created to be, and I explore it on a daily basis. I push myself to do those things or be in that space that is not usually comfortable for me. Vulnerability allows me to fall or even fail, but keep going, keep getting up and going. It allows me not to be allowed to be defined by others, but rather be defined by the light that comes into me, by the things that comes into me, into my being. Then I'm able to share it without having to get permission from somebody else. It also allows me to be able to um, explore things that may be out of my reach based on other people, that may not be something that somebody else, other people expect me to be able to do. So I love the word vulnerability. And as I studied this word vulnerability, I've heard so many people define it in different ways. And I've also seen people um, use it to say that they don't want to be vulnerable because then it exposes them. But what I have found out is when we are exposed, at least when I'm exposed, shame does not exist anymore. When I'm exposed, I'm stronger because then I do not have to worry what somebody is going to find out about me that I have not shared that they can use against me. So vulnerability is a very strong, powerful word. It's a word that allows you to take back your life. It's a word that says, here I am. This is who I am. And it changes every day, because what vulnerability allows you to do is every day when you are existing or being, you let yourself be your true self, then you even find out and discover things about you that you don't know because you are not being inhibited. You're not looking at people to um, give you permission to do those things. So you allow yourself to really explore different things, and you find out a lot of times that you even enjoy those things. You find yourself that those things that you let yourself do may be things that connect you to other people. When you're vulnerable, people feel more comfortable around you, but at times it may even feel uncomfortable because most people are not vulnerable or not authentic. So when you share things that may be uncomfortable to them, it may not be easy at first. But as they find out that you're more comfortable sharing and you are your authentic self and you're consistent and you are being who you say you are, then most people get more comfortable with you, and it then allows them to also be authentic with you. So when you get a chance, check out the word vulnerability. Look it up, apply it. Don't just read it, but try to apply it in your life, and you'll find out that it's very freeing, it's very uplifting, it's very explorative. It allows you to explore many different things, and it gives you a meaning to be who you say you are. So enjoy exploring vulnerability. Let me know what you find out when you apply this to your life. Does it give you strength? Do you find it enjoyable? Does it make you feel freer? And do you find out that it does drive away shame? And when you don't have shame, or when you do not allow people to shame you for who you are and what you're all about, you find out that it's a very comfortable and enjoyable life. So have at it. Vulnerability is one of my favorite, and I hope you can also like it as well as you practice it. It's a fun word, it's a positive word, it's an uplifting word, it's vulnerability. So I hope that you will find so much joy like I did when I started practicing vulnerability. And a lot of you may even be practicing it now without realizing that's what it is. Um, but if you are feeling uncomfortable or thinking that you're not good enough or thinking that you don't want to share who you are, your authentic self, it's because you don't know how to be vulnerable. So practice being vulnerable. Try it in a safe space first. Um, and as you get more comfortable, you'll find out that then you will share it in a wider space and you find out the joy that goes along with it. So, I would say being vulnerable also allow you to be kind to yourself, and it also allows you to even be kinder to others as well. So today, enjoy vulnerability. And one of the things I'm gonna use to celebrate vulnerability with you guys is kombucha, one of my favorite drinks that help calms me, that helps settle me, and today I just want to say it's a sponsor of our vulnerability word, kombucha, and the flavor that I'm drinking today is California Sunshine. And California Sunshine is such a beautiful weather. California has such a beautiful weather. California has all weathers at one time. There are places you go to in California that is sunny, and other places have snow falling, and other places it may be raining, and other places you may be experiencing springtime. So California Sunshine just explains the fun of California and how gorgeous and beautiful California is. So enjoy your vulnerability, apply it in your life, and enjoy California Sunshine, flavor of kombucha, our today's sponsor. So enjoy your vulnerability word, and please be kind to yourself and to others. Enjoy. Take care. California Sunshine, kombucha. Be vulnerable today. Vulnerability. Thank you.